So yesterday I actually did have a somewhat productive morning. I moved most of the oregano to the outside of the fence. Okay, we don't need to rake up the oregano, so we're gonna dig it up. So oregano, super hardy. You can just, I'm gonna separate out a bunch of this. I'm trying to pull it out. Oh my gosh. So the plan is to put it just along the outside to kind of choke out the grass and just make a really pretty border around the whole garden. There's a chunk. Oh, worm. Junior, did you come to help? Or are you just here for the worms? Is that what you're here for? So look, with just a tiny amount of what we have, we've already done like this entire area right here. Wow. Don't forget to move your pool every once in a while. Nobody's in the pool because ew! Like, there's mud in your ear. Ew! All right, it is time to move the thyme. I'll see myself out. Ow. And then this was it's on the table.
Can I please have
croutons from the
this?
awesome, but then it just like rained. So much rain. So I tried to get ahead a little bit in the kitchen. Since starting to make all our food from scratch, I have been spending so much time in the kitchen, and a lot of it is the baking. I feel like that's the part that like I enjoy the most, but also I need to kind of keep up on the most, because baking bread, rolls, stuff like that, it can get away from you, especially if you're doing sourdough starter, because you have to allow so much time for it. I can't be like all of a sudden, hey, it's dinner, where are the rolls? You can't just whip them up real fast. I made dough for tagettes, that's what we call baguettes here. I made dough for this morning, last night, for biscuits. Thank goodness. It's like already ready to go. Thank you, past me. Future me, who is now current me, really appreciates this. Oh, Legos. I mean, this is my big giant thing of flour. Do you believe I filled this up like not that long ago? Because we haven't bought bread now in a little while, and I'm starting to realize how much flour we really go through if we're not buying any bread at all from the store. It is a lot. Way more than I thought. I see some people who are possibly preparing for a zombie apocalypse, and they're like, I went to the store today and I bought 15 pounds of flour and I vacuum sealed it. I am good. And I'm like, oh man, this bucket is a 25-pound bag of flour. We go through it faster than a month. We use a lot of flour. And maybe they just don't eat flour. Or maybe like us, they didn't realize how much flour they ate. I used to think the Oregon Trail, you know, you did that and they're like, buy 200 pounds of flour for your Oregon Trail. 200 pounds of flour? Who could ever eat 200 pounds of flour? And I'm like, we could. So being on a schedule and then remembering to thaw things, remembering to have things ready. I'm still not really meal planning. I know that a lot of people like meal planning and swear by it. But for some reason, it doesn't work for me. I mean, like it could, but just with my personality and stuff, I just feel like it doesn't work. Because sometimes I wake up and it's like, if that meal is not what I wanted to eat, I'm not having it. So it's my biscuit cutter. I just use the top of a wide mouth jar. So actually it works better having a deep pantry because I can pull from all different things. Perfect. Perfect. So then I just fold this up and put it back in the fridge for next time. How's your coffee? Is it okay? So those biscuits, I made them so many times forgetting to put in the baking powder. They just like turned out like flat. Just last time I did it, I was so pissed. I wrote all over it, baking soda, baking soda. I was so mad. Okay.
This one trying down.
Now just scramble it up. Are you scrambling it? There you go. Oh, careful. You know, carefully take it to the table, okay? Let's get out of that kitchen. Let's get out of that mess of a house. Come out to the mess of a garden. Coffee is kicking in. See all this mess along the outside of the fence? And there's still more oregano in that bed. That was not even all the oregano. So much oregano. It's so pretty though when it flowers out. I can't wait. It's gonna be beautiful. So I finished my first day of no news. So I didn't look at the news. I didn't read anything. I didn't listen to anybody talking about stuff. Oh my gosh. First snappy. It's our first snappy. There's more. I'm so excited. This is so exciting. Sorry, anyways. I didn't read the news. I didn't look at the news. I didn't listen to anybody who talks about the news. I have no idea what's going on. And it's fine. Oh my gosh, look, here too. Okay, I should probably just stop trying to talk and just show you things. Look, the milkweed is starting to flower. They're like these giant balls of smell like heaven, amazing gorgeousness. By one day of not looking at the news, my mood has changed. My mood has changed. This might become a permanent thing because instead of being doom and gloom, I actually wanted to make plans for the future today. That hasn't happened in a while. I've been so much like, there is no future. There's nothing to look forward to. Everything is bad. Like that's literally most of my mindset all the time. Now I'm like, I could plan for the future. And so I'm hoping that some of that inspiration will carry over to the garden here, because we're about to do that overhaul as soon as I move the rest of that oregano. Does that sound really sports? I feel like that was kind of sportscastery. We're about to do the overhaul. Get your sports team. They're gonna rumble in the football field. I know nothing about sports. In case that wasn't obvious. I think I should not just directly till these chips into the ground, or should I? Would that be helpful or harmful? I don't know. More peas. I kind of want to eat one. I feel like it should be bigger, but you want to bite? I'm going to eat it. Oh yeah. Food from your garden is so much better than any food you get from a store. I'm hoping I can start operating around here from more of a joyful standpoint. It's, am I running towards something or am I running from something? And I think for a while there, a long while, just recently, my motivation was running from something, whereas I would like to be running towards something. Look at these. Wow. Is this the baby bokchoy? I have no idea. I have no idea what these are, but I'm gonna eat them. I think this is the size they're supposed to be. Like they're not supposed to get bigger. Maybe. This one's already trying to flower, which is not helpful. You are gonna be eaten. I'm gonna eat you. What do we think these are? Is this the same thing? It kind of looks like the same thing, but definitely further along. It's starting to bolt and it's big. I think we need to harvest some of this stuff and then figure out how we're gonna eat it, which I don't even know. I have no idea. What am I gonna do with this stuff? I need to look up a recipe or something. I just like stir fry everything. It'd be the world's largest stir fry. Maybe not. I'm probably overestimating how much food this is. Look at all the sunflowers. Should I be thinning these? That's probably too many to grow in a clump there. I used to not like sunflowers. There's certain flowers where I was like, those are just gaudy and horrible. And then you grow them. If you grow something, I feel like you automatically kind of like it. Kind of like your children, right? And then B, when I saw how much the bees love the sunflowers, it's probably their favorite flower that I grow. I'm gonna grow more of those. It looks like maybe another storm is coming. So all in all, things are looking good. and they probably look the same as they did yesterday, but my outlook is better. So if you could help me out with spring recipes with food that you grow yourself, especially whatever that is that's growing over there, whatever kind of cabbage that is, I obviously need recipes for that because there's a whole bunch of it right now. Pretty sure I need to cut it. Wish I had succession planted it. Wouldn't that be great if I actually did the things you're supposed to do? So yeah, recipes for cabbage, recipes for spring, snacks, Homestead snacks you can make at home. They don't have to be healthy. I don't care. Just snacks that you can have on hand that people can eat. And then we'll pick at least one thing that we can do before this rain gets here. It does look like it's gonna rain. So finish up your coffee and I will see you later. Just let me know what you think about the stuff. Help me. Help me. You evil rain. How could you do this to my beautiful beauties? No! Look at them. Oh, they're so sad. No. You look like you're drunk. You just face planted. You just face planted into that clover and other random assorted weeds that are in this bed. Get up. Get up, you're okay. Something in here? Was that lettuce? Swim! Swim! You can do it! No! Terrible. Don't grow things that don't have drainage holes.